Hi, so I'm Alistair Cummings, co-founder of Transparency X. We're a company that creates payment processing software for small businesses and mid-sized businesses. And our goal is to make the processing industry more secure and also make the pricing less opaque. And so we're creating real-time market rates for payment processing, and in order to do that, it's a real-time bidding engine. In order to do so, we need to have enough transactions on our system to be able to have people bid. And we started out working in online payments, and then we realized that wasn't a big enough market for what we're looking for. And there was new chip technology that was coming into play in 2015, so we tried to take advantage of that. Then we tried to look at our relationships within franchises, and there's a few issues with franchises in the way that their corporate offices are structured. And so now we've landed on relationships of franchisees and multi-unit owners that we know personally, and growing through word of mouth, where they like what we're doing in the short term. We're being an honest broker with good security, and they believe in the long-term vision of our company. So that's kind of our value proposition in the next 3 years. So our business model is we're making, just like eBay makes money off of the bidders, we make just a few cents per transaction on every transaction that goes through our market. That's it. Yeah. So right now we are a smaller reseller in the payment processing industry. Processing is largely volume-based, so we try to work with people where we can save them some portion of money today before our software is live. And to do so, we found that in the market, it's typically, we've looked at thousands of merchant statements, which are the bills that people get for payment processing. And so we find that the Walmarts of the world, we can't save them much money, and mom and pop shops we can, but we need to grow quickly enough to get we can't take 1,000 years to grow the company. So we kind of work with people that are owning between 5 and 50 to 100 individual locations. And so we've kind of parsed it down that way. Yeah, so we maintain the customer relationship by just providing better service than most other processing companies, which are large banks typically. The other is that we have kind of cultivated a belief in our customers that they really think that what we're doing is right and something they want to be a part of. So we keep them up to speed with our company. The word transparency is in our company's name, so they know everything about what customers we're signing on every week, and so we try to keep them focused. So the distribution channel is through word of mouth. It's started with people that we had relationships with, and then they become customers, and the customers then refer us to others. Cummings is one of the larger processing companies in the United States, and then just our customers really. It's our software that's interfacing between the processing companies and the customers. Key activities would be day-to-day servicing of accounts, so doing support and onboarding, and then looking for new growth opportunities and people to speak with. Our revenue source is processing. So today we do traditional payment processing, and so we make fractions of cents off every transaction. Structure is one that's interesting in that our costs to the processors go down as we grow. So there are benefits to us growing, basically. The proposition is to be basically no business owner trusts their processing provider today. It's typically a relationship where you sign on a contract, you find hidden fees, you find out that you're in a 3-year contract with large termination fees, so you stick it out or pay the termination fee. Find a new provider who says they're cheaper, they end up not being, and you go back to the cycle. So we cut that all out, and we are honest, and we're building something that will remove that from the industry in perpetuity. So typically the process is that one of our current customers will reach out to one of their acquaintances who's also a business owner, saying that I know this company that's doing a lot of great things. We're trying to avoid any type of sales, because processing, there's a lot of noise in sales. So they reach out, we have an initial pitch meeting, we explain the company to them. If they're interested, the next meeting we look through their merchant statements and their contracts to give them a financial understanding. Then we look at their technology to see if we can convert them at a reasonable cost, and then it's up to them to make the choice if they want to switch or not. And then that just repeats over and over again as soon as we sign people up. Achieved product market fit from testing a lot of assumptions and being willing to iterate. We've gone through, I actually wrote it up the other day, maybe 10 to 12 different models of selling to businesses. Anything from cold calling to helping them with their IT on the side. And so it's really just iteration is how we got to the model that we have today. So we'll scale it by, as we grow with our program that I'm discussing, we eventually will need to just add more staff to be able to maintain the meeting process. Basically, it should be scalable in the sense that it's referral based. So there will be an exponential growth element to it as people refer others. So my name is Alistair Cummings, and I'm a co-founder of Transparency X.